Hey readers, it's Lori. Welcome back. Welcome if this is your first time. I'm happy that you're here, and it is time for us to vote on my nonfiction pick for the third quarter of 2025. I cannot believe that we are in the third quarter of 2025, but we are. So I am late getting this up. I'm late with a lot of things lately, but I feel like slowly but surely I'm going to catch up, and this week is going to be a nice week for me to do that, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. But the last day of June is when you're going to see this video pop up into the YouTube channel space. And that's okay because I have 3 months. This is a quarter, right, for me to read one of these of your choosing. So the one that gets the most votes is the one that I will read. I do this every quarter for those of you who are new. And I try to have a theme. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just grab random books that I want to read. But there is a theme this time. These are all set in times of yore, historical nonfiction. So let's get to them. Okay, so the first one I'm presenting is Thunderstruck by Erik Larsen. I love Erik Larsen in theory. I have not read all of the Erik Larsens that I have curated. It is time to get to them at some point. It may be this quarter. This one was written in 2006, so it would be a backlist read for me for sure. I've had it for quite a while. And this is a ripping yarn of murder and invention. So if you can see, there's a cruise ship or a passenger line. So this one, I'm going to read you a bit of this because it's just so complicated. So Holly Crippen, who's an unlikely murderer, and Guglielmo Marconi, who's a creator of a seemingly supernatural means of communication, and their lives intersect during one of the most criminal chases of all time. So we're in Edwardian London, Cornwall, Cape Cod, and Nova Scotia. Shipping companies were trying to build the biggest, fastest ocean liners at that time to transport people all over the world. Scientific advances were dazzling the public, so they were starting to realize that there were lots of possibilities for them that weren't there before, and lots of wealthy people. So against this, Marconi races against incredible odds and relentless skepticism to perfect his invention, which is a wireless prime catalyst for the emergence of the world we know today. I think that means that they will be able to I think that this means that they will be able to send information, news, and those kinds of things across the globe. I am not sure, but along the way, he tells a sad, tragic love affair story that was described on the front pages of newspapers around the world. There's a chief inspector who found himself strangely sympathetic to the killer and his lover, and a driven and compelling inventor who transformed the way we communicate. Okay, that's Thunderstruck. I know. The title of it is misleading, and I don't want to know a whole lot more because I feel like this is going to be quite robust. And Erik Larsen is very detailed, so there's that. The second one I'm bringing forward is a result of just having been in Boston not long ago. I've had this one for a while, so it's also a backlist title. This is The Devil in Massachusetts, a modern inquiry into the Salem witch trials by Marion J. Starkey. I, of course, when I went there, just kind of got immersed in this whole history thing with the witches. I've always been really fascinated by this area of the country. My sister was as well, so it kind of came naturally to me. This one was written the first time in 1949. So this is an old nonfiction book, but I'm really excited to learn about it. So it's The Reign of Terror, Salem Village, 1692, still the most celebrated of all witch hunts. Underlined as sharply as has any event in history the power of self-righteousness, fantasy, and fear to turn decent people into fanatical prosecutors and persecutors. So there is a well-respected grandmother, an honest, skeptical farmer, a pipe-smoking female tramp, and one by one they were sent to the gallows by a pack of unbalanced young girls and a stiff-necked little Puritan community inflamed by the girls' testimony. Because of my trip to Boston, I would like to, at some point in the year, probably read a book about that time in history, and this one would be, if you pick it, a good one for me to choose as well. And then this one, I think I maybe brought forward once before, but you didn't choose it, and I didn't get to it all this time. And so I would like to also think about this. So this is David Grann's The Wager, Tale of Shipwreck, Mutiny, and Murder, which is a very popular nonfiction read. This one was a real bestseller. It was also, I think, the Barnes and Noble Book of the Year when it came out, and this one did come out, which also means it's a backlist 2023. So I'm really excited to consider this one as well. This is about, obviously, a shipwreck, but it is a true life sea yarn. They say that it reads like a novel because he's such a propulsive author. I have not read anything yet by David Grann, but I have also Killers of the Flower Moon here. So this is 1742, January 28th. A ramshackle vessel of patched together wood and cloth washes up on the coast of Brazil. 30 emaciated men, barely alive, and they had a story to tell. They survived the Wager, a British vessel that had left England in 1740 on a secret mission during an imperial war with Spain. So they really were fighting for their lives for a very, very long time. They say that this is a really, really good book. And I, again, just have not gotten to it. It does have a few photos in it. This was a 16-year-old midshipman that was on that ship. Can you imagine? Yeah, but it's beautiful. And I think it would also sort of bring me back to, the time that we were in Boston and we were learning about, the Tea Party and all those kinds of things. But we were there by the ocean and just in all that history. So all of this historical stuff is exciting to me. So I have no qualms about which one you pick, and I will read it, and I will hopefully read it faster than the one that you picked for my second quarter, which I'm finishing right at the end of the wire. Like I know I'm going to finish it because I'm there, but oh my goodness, I really left that one too long. However, the good news is it was so big, it counts as a big book summer read. So thank you again for choosing that one. I've loved it. I just really have struggled to get it read. So these are the ones that you get to choose from. I will put them in the description box so you won't forget. You can look them up, of course, as well and see what you think about them. If you'd like to read them too, let me know that. It would be fun if somebody has read them. You can let me know what you thought about them as well. So that is your goal. Now, this will close on July 15th. So that is actually my mom's birthday and my mom and dad's anniversary day. So I will close this on July 15th to comments. That's how you vote, is you put a comment in the video here. And tell me which one of these you would like, and tell me whatever you want me to know about these books. And off I will go, hopefully in July, because again, I do not want to wait as long as I waited this last time. So thanks so much for watching today. Thanks for always voting promptly. I appreciate that very, very much. And as always, happy reading. Bye.